Hi, welcome to my channel, What Kathy Thinks, which isn't intended to be just about what I think at all, but is intended to be about what other people think, what they feel, and how they live. My friend Brandy Miller is here with me. She's visiting from Texas, and I'm so excited to have her here. Recently, I recorded a short video called Executed for Down Syndrome. I posted that video on my own Facebook page, and a dear friend of mine commented that she didn't even know how to form a response. And I understood that the video could be disturbing to some people and surprising to people. It certainly was surprising to me when it happened more than 25 years ago. A friend of mine, a young doctor, had the horrifying task of monitoring the vital signs of a baby who had been aborted but was born alive. It had no legal standing in the state in which it was delivered. The parents were not notified that it was born alive, and my friend had to record its vital signs every 15 minutes until the fetal tissue expired. I didn't expect any drastic response to that. It was simply a story that I had told over the years to certain people when I felt circumstances were appropriate for it to be told. But when I started this channel, I felt strongly that it was a story that deserved a wider audience. My friend Brandy shared it on a pro-choice Facebook page, and the responses there were quite vitriolic. One person said that it was too slow and boring. I hadn't realized that I needed to make that story fast-paced and exciting like a CSI episode. That had never occurred to me. Another comment was that it needed more unicorns and dragons. I didn't even understand what that meant, and my friend Brandy explained that it was considered to be a work of fiction, and a poor work of fiction at that. And I didn't understand this. And Brandy said to me, well, you're a leader. And I said, come again? I'm not trying to be a leader. I just want to start a YouTube channel that I want to hang out with my friends. I want to talk about what my friends are thinking and feeling. And she said, well, that's because you're a leader. And I said, I'm not sure that I want to be a leader. And she had this to say.
Most true leaders aren't looking to be leaders. They're not even necessarily aware that they're leading anybody. They're just looking to support their friends or to have a good time, and suddenly they're doing things that are influencing other people's thoughts and opinions. And when you influence people's thoughts and opinions, that's a form of leadership.
But I don't want people to be mad at me, Brandy. I don't want them to say mean things to me. I don't want them to say that my stories require unicorns and dragons. I don't have stories with unicorns and dragons. I don't.
Well, unfortunately, that is not in your control. You don't have control over how people react and respond to what you create. The only thing you can do is control how you respond and react to those things. And you can turn those negative comments into something that works for you instead of against you. It takes a little work and a lot of practice. But eventually you'll start to see that those people that are your worst haters actually are your unwitting allies.
When I decided that it was a video that I wanted to make, the message that I wanted to carry was that at the time that the incident occurred, when young couples, when a woman was pregnant and she had an ultrasound or specifically an amniocentesis, and an amniocentesis revealed the genetic condition known as trisomy 21, which results in Down syndrome, it was considered a sensible move on the part of the mother to abort. After all, at the time it was considered that a person with Down syndrome would be a burden to their parents all the parents' lives, and that after the death of the parents, that this person would still be a burden to the society in which they were living. And today we know that people with Down syndrome live full and rewarding lives and are often self-sufficient. This was the message that I wanted to get across. Unfortunately, in this particular Facebook group, one of the comments was, "Abortion on demand and without apology." And my thoughts were sorrow for the couple who chose to terminate the pregnancy so long ago, because I'm quite sure that at the time they made the decision to terminate the pregnancy, they too thought that their child would not be self-sufficient, would not be a functioning part of society. They never found out that their child was delivered alive. They wouldn't have been informed under the laws of the state in which that occurred. And I can't help but feel a tremendous amount of compassion for that couple who must today wonder what their child could have been like. So I want to make more videos on that subject, and thankfully I have a friend who encourages me to step out into those treacherous waters and will be by my side even when I'm encouraged to put unicorns and dragons into situations where there aren't any unicorns or dragons. There are just people. In my stories, Brandy, as you know, there's just people, just regular old people like me and my friends who come from a variety of backgrounds, economic situations, different home lives, different professions. Some of my friends are doctors. Some of us work in retail. Some of us are entrepreneurs. Some of us work in the tech sector. But all of my friends have stories to tell. And I hope that you'll stay tuned to what Kathy thinks. I hope that you'll like and subscribe. And if you wish to share your stories, please contact me. Have a great day. My nails aren't faded.